And hopefully you can see everything that's going on here. We're going to remove the calipers. Hook it back out of the way. Okay. Have the rotor out of the way. Some of this out of the way. Off to the side. So that, minus removing that, I wasn't expecting that. Probably. If we get the strut out of the way, then that should give me room to deal with. There we go. And so we'll put this clip with the bolts, and then we'll move up top. There are 4 appear to be 14 millimeter. Necessary. So that is out, and there's that nut retains the stack. This is the stock spring instead of the more tightly wound, assumingly stiffer station wagon spring from the Escort. So I'm going to compress the, well, I'll show you. I got the spring compressors installed. What I'm going to do is mark all this for orientation. Kind of all in line here. I've got a new cover here, so once we get this one apart, we should have a good idea on how. And this is all lined up across here. I think I've caught them all. So the first thing is to get, I guess the first thing to do is lay this down and take the tension off the springs. So it's a 3/4. snapping this plate loose. So it is apart. Just this just slid over here. The new one's got a retainer down for the bottom, and I'll show you that when we get to it. So I need to save, I don't think I need to save that. Don't need to save that. Put it back on. So and I'm going to take off not really happy compressor, spring compressor. Happy air gun. See the mark on it. Spring out. So I'm looking at this, thinking, so that's up there. That could use some wire brush and a coat of paint. So that's what I'll do next. Looking at the drawing here, it appears to me as if the widest portion of this cap, the one that I just painted, is aimed towards the hub, towards these two little flanges here. So that's what I'm attempting to replicate on the new one. So I've got this assembled on. There was a separate rubber piece which kind of holds on to the shaft of the strut or the shock, and then underneath here I've zip tied this end or into a groove on the top of the shock. So we're back with, so I have this hub side, spindle side facing me. I've got the spring going into its, up against its stop. There we go. It's fallen in. It's rotated. The rubber block's in the way. Black painted portion is towards the spindle. Of course, on the test run, this stuck through enough to engage, be able to engage the nut. There we go, I think. Try that. Okay, so the nut is started. I'm already aware that I need to rotate that, which is going to be tricky. It would have been nice if I had put the, so I need to loosen this spring compressor and rotate it around. That will allow me then to rotate the, maybe I've got it here. back. Sure why that's doing what it's doing. Just to annoy me, I'm sure. So again, that nut is on there. That's there. That's there. And I see the hole, which there's a hole right there, which signifies the face that's supposed to be in line with the spindle. And we're close, but it doesn't want to move. I think it's still bound up against this. So now we'll tighten it again. Let's see if I can rotate it towards me. And it's not rubbing against the, it moves. I guess it's just bound up against the rubber collar. Thank you. All right, everything appears to be in line. So I'm going to tighten that top nut. So we've got that face. There's a dot down inside there. There's that portion of this top plate. If it's not metric, because that is pretty loose at 19. I don't think I have an 18. All right. is I really can't tell whether or not I'm turning that. Whether or not I'm turning the shaft of the shock absorber inside. Yes, I am. Alright, so we'll try get this all aligned and put tension on it, and hopefully that will prevent it from turning, because my only other option is somehow get in here and it just gets ugly fast. So we'll take off the spring compressors. All right. Okay, now let's see if we can tighten that. That's all in line. Now we can install it back in the car and see how much lower, if at all, the car is. So I'll fight with that and bring you back once we have things settled. So everything is bolted up. I'm going to go with one coil off for the time being, just to deal with it. I need to tighten the tie rod end. Those are tight. The caliper is tight. The brake line is reattached to the strut. And I believe I need to still torque this nut, which I will do before I forget.